and Roz Barron's traffic. This is ABC 7 News This Morning.
And Gibson chef Randy Waidner is heating up the grill to make steak for our Quick Bites challenge. Time check for you, 6:13. New ideas for serving up steak. Chef Randy Waidner takes on the challenge, making a tasty meal in less than 30 minutes. That's coming up next.
In this morning's Quick Bites, well, my family loves steak, but we're tired of the same old thing. For help, welcome Chef Randy Waidner from Gibsons Steakhouse. So what can you do? Show me how we can make steak fun for my husband, who's a meat and potatoes guy, and my daughter, who just likes steak.
Well, what we're going to do today is we've got a dish that we do at one of our restaurants, Lux Bar. It's called steak frites, which is like basically steak and french fries, and who doesn't love that? We're going to do it in a pan. We're going to make a little pan sauce, which is something that people like to know how to do. We're going to do a little dessert with a warm fruit compote, some pound cake, some mango sorbet. It's going to be great.
I am starving. This sounds really good.
Excellent.
All right, well, we'll be checking in with you throughout the show. In the meantime, we're going to toss it back to Judy.
They throw in the dessert, too, in under 30 minutes. All right, thanks. We'll see you in a little bit.
And can renowned chef Randy Waidner make a steak and desserts in less than half an hour? We'll be right back after this. Well, some good steak coming up.
Oh, I cannot even wait to go. And you didn't even see the dessert. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Raz. It's your treat. 6:39. Add some sizzle to your steak.
That's right. Gibson chef Randy Waidner is in the kitchen and watching the clock. His Quick Bites creation, dessert included, coming up. And coming up next year, the morning's top stories. The massive worldwide sell-off that rattled the markets.
And the clock is actually running for Gibson's Steakhouse chef Randy Waidner. Our special series, Quick Bites in 30 minutes, is coming up.
Well, your travel times are on the rise, but nothing too terrible out there. And boy, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision because it smells so good in here. Chef Randy Waidner has been busy cooking up a wonderful meal in less than 30 minutes. And when we come back after a break, I get to try it. We'll see you in just a bit. Stay with us. This looks so good. We continue our special series, Quick Bites, meals from Chicago's top chefs, designated to fit your lifestyle and made in 30 minutes or less. Now, my family, they're big steak eaters, so we asked Randy Waidner from Gibson's Steakhouse for some more creative ways to make it. And he rose to the challenge with a dinner and dessert in less than 30 minutes. And I don't know if I could do this. You are so good. Show us how you did all this.
Well, what we did is we took a piece of top sirloin, but at the restaurant we use a different piece of meat that's harder to get at the butcher shop. You can absolutely get a piece of top sirloin. We season it, we sear it in a cast iron skillet, gives it a nice color, nice caramelization, and then what we do is we take it out and we make a little pan sauce, and this is a very simple pan sauce.
I was going to say, what do you have in there?
There's a little bit of garlic, lots of shallots, a little bit of lemon, some parsley, a little bit of water. You can use beef stock or water. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to release all the little bits that stick to the bottom of the pan. That's tons of flavor. And then some butter. And then a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's when we get right there. We did a little glazed carrots. Nowadays, you can buy those carrots already done like that at the store. You just saute them with a little bit of butter, olive oil, salt and pepper.
Tasty.
Very tasty.
Now, how long did you cook the steak?
It's probably about 3 or 4 minutes aside.
Okay.
I pounded them pretty thin. They're about a ½ inch thick.
Okay.
And that's going to give you about medium rare, which is what I like. You know, that's how I like to eat it. If you wanted it a little bit more, leave it a little bit longer. But you're looking for a nice hot pan to get a nice caramelization, because that caramelization is where all the flavor is.
Okay, and you have to use this kind of a skillet, right?
I like to use this kind of a skillet because it retains the heat. When you put a cold piece of meat in there, it really drops the temperature, and that cast iron really keeps the heat.
All right, good deal. Show me how you did these little potatoes.
Well, we've got a thing right here. It's called a mandolin, and you can get these at Bed Bath & Beyond or you know, Crate and Barrel. But you take a russet potato very carefully and just scrape right down.
Oh, and you leave the skin on.
Leave the skin on. I wash the potato. I like the skin. I like the rustic look.
Yeah, I do too.
And then they're just little strips.
Yeah.
You want to soak them in water until the water runs clean, runs clear. And then you want to just put them down into about 325-degree oil. I've got a pot that's twice the amount of oil that I have, and a little thermometer. It's a candy thermometer, and they're just simmering away. It's going to take about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you've got this on a lower heat because when I, have oil, it splatters all over the place.
That's 325 is a good temperature to do the fries because they'll stay fluffy on the inside and crispy on the outside.
All right, and we have to show this magnificent dessert.
Well, part of the 30-minute meals is this is a prepared pound cake, which is a fabulous product. But then I took some fresh fruits and cooked them in a simple syrup. It's equal parts of sugar and water, a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice, a pinch of salt. The salt really enhances all the flavors. And I've got peaches, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and blood oranges.
Wow.
And then a little bit of mango sorbet on top. It's nice because it's warm and it's cold. A nice little treat. It's a nice way to finish a meal that's got a lot of flavor to it.
This is so good, Randy. Thank you so much for
You're
doing
welcome.
this for us.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm going to grab a fork and I'm going to grab a plate, and in the meantime, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
This could be a real challenge.
Yeah,
in
quite a list I gave him.
Like what?
I just wanted something that's tasty but healthy.
And in which way?
Low sodium, whole grains. All right, that's my list, but that's tomorrow. But speaking of tasty, awesome.
Did you try this?
Yes, I just had a bite of the steak.
Love these.
Man, this is delicious.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah. How can you go wrong, you know?
None of them hard to make either.
It's not. It's extremely easy to make, and it's all done in one pan. You got one pan for the fruit, one pan for the steak, and you know, it's a nice
A
dish.
dessert on top of that. Look at that.
Well, you know what's
Yeah,
nice
it's
about
nice
this?
and light.
These are all kid-friendly foods.
Exactly.
Yes, family friendly.
That's why I love them. They're kids.
Randy, do you have to have a pan like this, though, the cast iron?
No, you can use a good saute pan, but a heavy bottom saute pan is what
bottom
you
is
want to
key.
use. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
has to do with the heat, you were saying?
Yeah, it
earlier?
retains the heat because when you put something into the pan, the temperature goes down even though it's above the heat. And a nice cast iron pan or something with a heavy bottom is going to retain that heat and give you that caramelization, and that's where you get all your flavors.
Nice.
Lots of great tips. Well, we want to thank Chef Randy Waidner for being with us for Quick Bites this morning, and you can find these recipes and a link to Gibson's Steakhouse on abc7chicago.com. Just go to Extra Info, click on ABC7 News This Morning, then on Quick Bites, steak frites, and fruit compote with pound cake.
Randy, what if you don't have that mandolin thing to cut your potatoes
You
with?
can use just use a knife. Just be real careful. Nice sharp knife, and go real thin.
It'll
and
just
then
take you a
go
lot
back.
longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
a lot
longer.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you tomorrow.
ABC7 is 24/7. Online all the time at abc7chicago.com.